What is going on, squad? Today we are talking about dynamic warm-ups and not why to do them, because I already have a video on that. And if you haven't seen that, here's a link right here. You should check that out. No, we're gonna talk about what to do for the warm-up, because what are we doing? Jogging, like jumping jacks, marching in place, like what are we doing, right? So we're gonna cover that right now. Isometric manual has it laid out for 10 specific upper body warm-up drills and 10 specific lower body warm-up drills. Now, I want to be totally clear about this. It doesn't have to be these 10 in particular, all right? When I do my warm-ups, I usually just go for a jog around the neighborhood. I jog around the block. It takes me about 6-7 minutes tops. I throw on a YouTube video real quick. I'm gone, I'm back, everything's warmed up, let's go. All right, shell tissue's activated, let's do this. For some, that might be adequate. I find that it's like that sweet spot right before it starts to get too aerobic for me, and it starts to take away from my overall power because I'm too tired from the cardio, and that's not the point. The point is just to get warmed up, not exhausted. So I'm gonna go over the upper bodies and I'm gonna go over the lower bodies. A decent warm-up time is 5 minutes. We really don't need to go beyond 5 because we start to get into aerobic activity where it starts to, you start to get tired, and that's gonna make you tired, and that's gonna decrease the amount of force output we can give on the chain. Personally, while my jog around the neighborhood seems to be pretty good cardio right before I start my Isochain. Alright guys, so we have some dynamic warm-ups here. Let's start with the first one, spot jogging. What's spot jogging? That's it. Just bringing knees up about quarter, so it's not high knees. It's about quarter. Spot jogging. That's the first one. First lower body. Second one, quarter squats. Arms out, feet shoulder width apart, toes flared a little bit, but not too much. Okay, it's coming down quarter. That's it. All right. Just anything to keep the blood moving. So from the side, quarter squats. Doesn't have to be all the way down, hence it ain't quarter. All right, we got hop jumps. So keeping the arms together, bending a little bit, jump. Very low, this is low impact. It's not meant to be jumping sky high, hitting your head into the ceiling. Low impact. Number 4, good morning. Hands behind the head, keeping the core tight. Okay. Knees slightly bent. That, here's from the side. Number 5, star jumps. These always look kind of funny to me, but all we're doing is we're just coming out and making a star. I'm just trying not to kick my couch or the TV. Leg kicks, so bringing arm up. Opposite. From the side. Trying to keep that knee straight. Alright, you can alternate them too. Whatever works for you, whatever keeps the blood pumping, get you moving. Got lateral skip. Now if you have any existing injuries, I'd probably stay away from this one. Ski strides. Some of these remind me of exercises from Insanity. If you've done Insanity at any point, comment down below. Share your war stories with me. So hands up. From the side. Just switching your feet. Switching feet. Keeping your arms up. Again, very low impact. Not anything that's super cardiovascularly taxing. Alright, number 9, elbow to knees. Alright, from the side. The last one is spin hops. Dip down below. You don't have to get like deep for these. Slight bend. Each one is performed for 30 seconds. Those are all the lower body ones. So out of those 10, pick 5 and perform those 5 for 30 seconds. That'll be 2.5 minutes. And then that would leave the upper body warm-up exercises. And that'll be the total of 5 minutes. Speaking of upper body warm-up exercise, we're gonna switch to those right now. All right, real simple, guys. You're starting with the arm circles. Another blast from the past with Shaun T's insanity. Can't believe that was 9 years ago. All right, then we got horizontal punching. Now it doesn't have to be like a lot of effort here, like, you know, just switching sides. 30 seconds. Your shoulders are gonna start to light up. Not in a huge way, but enough where you're doing something. Wall presses. All right, so I'm gonna show you guys. It's like, just think of a push-up just on your feet. Front to back claps, so feet shoulder width apart. Bringing your hands forward and backwards, so clapping in the front, back. Doorway rows, so grabbing the doorway here, pulling. Now side bends, keeping feet shoulder width apart, hands behind the head, going side to side. Side bends. Just hitting the obliques very, very lightly, keeping the core tight. Nothing crazy, just 30 seconds of movement. Vertical punching, one hand chambered, punching up at a 45-degree angle. I know this one's getting you ready for the shoulder press. I'd recommend 15 seconds one arm, 15 seconds the other. Trunk spins, highly recommend this if you're gonna do any type of spinal load isochain work like deadlifts and RDL. Feet shoulder width apart, hand touching opposite leg. Got arm swing, knees slightly bent, hands behind, bringing them forward over your head. Behind, forward. Swinging your arms from the side, knees slightly bent. Last one for upper body, mid-back twist. Hands to the side, twisting. Try and look behind you each time. That's it. Those are 10 solid warm-ups that we can do straight from the Isochain manual. Guys, I've probably preached this enough already. If you guys don't have the Isochain manual and you have an OG Isochain or Dragon Door Isochain, I would highly recommend investing into the Isometric manual. The content is just phenomenal. Link down below, go ahead and check that out. Usually the lower body warm-ups are a little bit more demanding than upper body, as with the nature of most lower body exercises. My recommendation personally, find a warm-up protocol of those 10 and those 10 upper and lower. Find 5 of them from upper and 5 of them from lower that work for you specifically. If there's a motion that doesn't work for your body, don't do it. Don't do it. And of course, consult your doctor as well. Now I sound like I'm doing my assessment for personal training. These warm-ups are designed to help us feel energized, not exhausted. If you're feeling exhausted after your warm-up, you probably did too much or need to get your cardio level up. Chances are though, it's probably too much if you feel absolutely exhausted during the warm-up. That is not the point. That is just to, you know, I did something, okay? If the warm-up seemed way too easy, this is now the other side of the spectrum, do them faster. Again, it's designed to be just 5 minutes. These warm-ups are not supposed to be like a 10-minute grueling cardio. That's not this, just a warm-up, just to get the blood pumping. That is it, to maximize our Isochain session following. When you are selecting your warm-up exercises, try not to mix techniques if possible. For example, the trunk spins and the mid-back twist. They're almost the same movement. Try not to have too much of the same thing. Mix it up so that your whole body from head to toe has been warmed up. All these warm-ups are zero tech, zero equipment, so we can do it just body weight alone. Make sure to follow the movement that I was using in this video. If you ever have questions or you're wondering how to perform the warm-up, just use this video as reference. Maybe go ahead and save it in your favorites. That way you never know, you never have to figure it out. It's always here for you for reference for the future, for your dynamic warm-up sessions prior to Isochain use. All of these Isochain warm-up drill sessions are on your feet, which means low hassle. There's no excuse not to perform. However, if you do want to incorporate floor drills, you can drag and lay it out so that everything just flows nicely. You don't have to get back up and stand up and get down and get back up. And like I said earlier in the video, remember, this is a template. We do not have to specifically use these warm-ups. If you are like me and you'd rather jog for 5 to 7 minutes or whatever for a warm-up before your Isochain session, go for it. If you have a Peloton or stationary bike or treadmill or elliptical in the house, do that for 5 minutes real quick. Low intensity, doesn't have to be anything. It's just to get your body moving first before we demand 100% maximum output out of your body. This is our generic warm-up. There are still specific Isochain warm-ups, which is going to be in a later video, that we want to perform before we 100% rip into the Isochain to really try and maximize our Isochain gains here. And even those Isochain warm-ups take less than a minute per drill. Alright guys, thanks for watching. If you liked the video and found value in it, be sure to drop a like, go ahead and comment. And if you're not yet part of NoLimitSquad, hit that subscribe button. Come join the squad with us. We'll see you next video. Peace.